Welcome again, everyone. So this is not your typical video that you'd be seeing here on the channel. From what we started out with to what this video is kind of about is they're not really related at all, other than it's on this here channel. So we'll get to the old rototiller here in a second, but does anybody remember this here thing? It's been quite some time since this thing has seen the channel, and it has not been forgotten, but it has been put on the back burner, that's for sure. I don't think it's any secret that I like projects. I like more projects. I like anything that is old, and I like to more or less start more projects before I finish the ones I'm on. I think that goes for most people here, but sometimes it's not always my fault. Sometimes I don't have the parts. Sometimes I need to order stuff, and then it gets put to the side, and then other things come up, and you know how the flow goes. But this is one of those projects that needs to get done, needs to get finished. And my goal tonight is to do nothing other than remind you guys that I still have this thing, and we're going to try to get this thing going and welding and all that. I believe this is a 1966. It's either 66 or 68, I think. SA200. Actually, if somebody's smarter than me, you might be able to look that up. So let me know. If I remember looking it up, it's either 66 or 68. But yeah, if you don't remember, I'll catch everybody up real quick. My friend Ethan bought this weld machine. When we bought it, it was running and welding. The exciter for the extension cords was not. The extension, the grinders basically were not working. Somebody had drilled and more or less broke a bit off in here. They tried to drill and fix it. I tried to fix it. What I'm going to probably wind up doing just temporarily is weld a washer onto this here part, the brush holder, and move it down here with another insulator, and then I got to make some lugs up here. But when we got it, it was running and welding. I tore it apart because the frame was pretty rotten back here with the battery box. I rebuilt all this. I know I rebuilt all this. I don't remember if I did anything up here other than clean it up and Raptor lined it. We obviously did this custom back here, and this kind of dates it because this was before the election. And yeah, it's been sitting for a while. So it's seen age. It's came in contact with my tractor more times than I'd like to admit, but it's been under, it's been under cover. It's just been kind of getting dusty and everything. So I got to order some parts for it. So I've got the thermostat, but I do not have a gasket to go with it that goes up into here. So I'm going to need to order some gasket and or figure out what I need for that. The carb was clean whenever I had it. It should be empty. I'm going to get some fuel line. I have a fuel tank from my old machine that we're going to put up in here. Got to make some brackets for that. As I mentioned, got to fix this. And the more that I look at this thing, the more crusty it becomes. It's very, I mean, it's showing its age, that's for sure. But as I mentioned, it was working. So the plan is to just get this thing running, see if it welds. If it welds, use it until it doesn't work, because it could use a lot of attention. But this here old vacuum idler, however the heck this thing works, if I'm going to keep this machine, we're going to upgrade this to the electronic idle. So again, there's a lot of, this thing has, it's got a lot of potential, but it needs a lot of attention. So as I mentioned, this is all the cables for it. It's not in great shape by any means. Like I said, the more I look at it, the more it becomes evident that this thing needs completely gone through. But in the meantime, I just want to get it running and use it until it quits, and then we can go from there. So parts that I need, if you are watching this video and you want to help me out, I need a decent hood for this here. Decent hood. I don't think there's anything wrong with this alternator. The rivets in here are a little weak, but we've got I don't need a whole lot. The only main parts I need is a hood. So if anybody's got a hood, let me know. I'm located near Central Florida, and if you've got one, send me an email. It'll be in the description. I also need to mention these here sweet pipe stands, jack stands that Vevor sent out to us. They sent us a pair to try out and see how we like them, and so far, no complaints. They've got just your obviously regular hold up here. They also have one on the bottom, which I thought was kind of neat. Everything's bolted together. Some have some other stands have pins through them, so on and so forth. Like the stands that I've been using for forever are Sumner stands, and when I bought them about, I don't know, 9 years ago now, they were kind of like they were popular and kind of the best bargain at the time, so that's what I bought. But I would not mind having a few of these in my truck. The handles, the threads, everything is smooth. The washers hold. My Sumner stands are starting to give out right here. The washers don't want to hold I don't know if you would call this the inner collar or the inner sleeve. They're starting to give away there. This still works fine, but anyhow, if you guys want to check them out, link will be in the description. I'm quite impressed. Very smooth operating. I'm pretty sure this is galvanized here a little bit, and the handle, obviously when weight's on it, it's different, but it's very smooth going around. Yeah, no complaints. Looks good. Should function well. And last but not least, moving on to the tiller where we started this video. So this here, I have no information on it. I tried looking up whatever this was. There's some emblem over here, but I can't read hardly any of it. So anyhow, yeah, the good news is we repaired it. The chain was broken inside of it. This tiller came with a property that my dad bought back in '04 when we moved to Florida, and it's been used once, and then he was using it, and I think he grabbed a tree root and it broke the chain inside here, and it's been sitting ever since. And that's been probably, I don't know, at least 10, 12, 15 years maybe. So I was afraid of what's going on here is the inner seal is leaking in here, but maybe we pack some dirt in it, it'll help it. But I'm not planning on using this as a bunch. I just need to use it. I'm trying to get a little garden going, and wanted to try to fix this thing out. All I'm out right now is money I spent to buy a new chain, and I had some gear oil laying around and all the other stuff. So I did buy some gas material, but yeah, trying to get we'll see what this thing can do tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but in the next video. And I might just have to run it and then drain the fluid out of it, and then when I need to use again, put more fluid back in it. And yeah, not ideal, but maybe once we get some dirt packed in it, should be good. You can see where the chain, when it broke free. So we're gonna wrap up this video here. We're gonna probably be bouncing around between a bunch of other things, but I'm gonna try to stay busy and get caught up on a lot of other projects. Hopefully, I don't want to speak too soon, but hopefully a very important project that I want to get to should be coming back around to the channel. We'll see. With all that being said, thank you guys. Also, the guesses for the trailer, for those of you who are guessing like 9,000 pounds, you guys are crazy. It's nowhere near that heavy. But maybe in the next video or two, we'll announce the winner of who guessed the closest to the weight or spot on, and we'll go from there. So appreciate it. We'll see y'all next time, and I guess that's all for now.